Veronica, you pitched a story about a 12-year-old autistic boy who was taken to the wrong house when he got off the school bus. What happened?
Well, Stuart Chaifetz has taken to YouTube telling about his son's experience on the bus. Stuart alleges that on July 8th, the Holcomb Bus Service dropped his son off at the wrong home, and then the bus aide allegedly walked him into the wrong home and allegedly left him there completely alone. Now, on that day, to be clear, it was a substitute bus driver and a substitute bus aide, and according to the father, there was a clerical error that gave the company the wrong address. Now, some might say, this is just an honest mistake, but to Stuart, he says, no way.
Because this isn't a mistake. It's not an accident. This was a bad decision by a person who was holding an enormous amount of power over my son.
And, I had to say to him, don't you hold the school partially responsible if they were the ones that gave the bus company the wrong information? But he says no.
I blame the bus company 100% for a simple reason. They have one job and one job only, getting the children safely from the school to the home, and here they failed miserably.
And in this latest YouTube video that he created, he has a message for the bus company.
We're not carting packages that can be deposited without a signature on someone's front porch.
Now, Stuart noted that the school has been very apologetic, but he says the bus company has been more difficult. Now, on this YouTube video, he shared a statement released by the bus company at first. The aide initially said, "I saw a tall man through the door that was present when the student entered, so I assumed everything was fine." This really concerned Stuart because that meant his son could have been left with just a strange man, but then later the bus company came back and said, no one was in the home. We left the child completely alone. Now, I reached out to the Holcomb Bus Service for comment several times and have not heard back from them.
My first question is, what is their protocol normally? Do they take autistic kids off the bus and leave them at home if no one is present? Let's say he was at the right house, but mom or dad were not home. Would they have left him then?
Well, according to Stuart, this bus provides service strictly to special needs children, and that the rule is, in this case, Stuart says that they have to be left with the parent. And so he's asking Governor Christie, can you make sure that these people are trained because they're taking care of our kids?
Just because we're dealing with special needs kids doesn't mean there can't be a human error. This was a one-time mistake that somebody made. He should just move on.
But there shouldn't be, and I think that's part of the training for special needs children.
It's a one mistake, one day.
When you're dealing with a special needs child that in a lot of circumstances could be a danger to themselves if left alone, you can't have that type of error. Now, do you punish that person? I don't know, but it can't happen again.
So to be clear, Stuart says that he is not planning to sue the bus company. He feels a sense of responsibility to promote awareness and hopefully put some better standards in place, because he said he couldn't have lived with himself if he didn't go public with this and then had heard something more serious had happened. He's just thankful that his son happened to be at a neighbor's home who recognized him from the neighborhood and was able to get him home to him safely.